Good day guys, welcome back. Recently I saw this article from Bloomberg saying Cathie Wood's genomic funds is down 27% and outflows are growing. Outflows is as high as $500 million, and for the past 1 year the ETF has gone down in value about 27%. But if you bought it at about $110, you could lose as big as 45%. I'm surprised too because recently I published a video about Genomics, and on the comments they said they are down by 40% on ARKG and asking the question, will it ever hit $70 again? Where we are at $60 now. If you've seen my other videos, you realize that I am quite old school, and one of my financial hero is John Bogle, and I would like to quote what he says about reversion to the mean. A go-go fund, just like Cathie Wood's ARK investment, it's a lesson for a lot of us that human behavior doesn't change. John Bogle made a similar mistake in the 60s and 70s that cost him billions of dollars, and also he got fired from his job. But let's have a look at the underlying holdings and how it has performed for the past 12 months. These are the top holdings of ARK Genomics. We have Teladoc, Exact Sciences, Pacific Biosciences. And if we look at the share price, let's start with Teladoc. Teladoc for the past 1 year, boom, down 52%. Exact Sciences for the past 12 months, boom, down 35%. Fate Therapeutics for the past 1 year is down 13%, but if you compare it from January, it's actually down 50%. So it actually depends on at what point you enter ARK Genomics. If you enter it at above $90, you're most likely paying too much for this ETF. Because if you look at Pacific Biosciences, let's go back to 5-year time scale, 5-year period. The share price has skyrocketed by 540% from March to December 2021. So it's no surprise that there's correction as huge as 40 to even 50%. And I'm not even surprised that it will go even lower to as much as 70%. And if we carry on with Vertex has done well for the past 5 years. It has gone up by 170%. But if you look at from July 2020 to November 2021, it has gone down by 37%. And if we look at Ionis Pharmaceuticals, it has gone down by 50% for the past 12 months. And Twist Bioscience for the past 12 months has gone down about 24%. And if you take it from January, it's down 57%. And the reason is obvious, because the company within this ETF are not making money. You see all the red fonts here. There are negative loss that the company reported. They have to keep financing their effort of creating profitable drug or some sort of medical license. And the only ones that are profitable are the big pharmaceuticals such as Vertex, Pfizer. And for the past 2 years, the only big innovation and the one that is making a lot of money are the vaccine companies, to be honest. And if you look at the market capitalization of this company too, don't ever think just because they have reached 1 billion that they are a unicorn, or they reach 5 billion they'll be secure. It could also be a bubble, and it could also be a fraud, like the story of Elizabeth Holmes from Theranos. Theranos was valued at $9 billion, not far off from SpaceX. And the company got delisted, and it comes back to John Bogle's point of view that beating stock market is not easy. This is a comparison of ARK Genomics ETF for the past 5 years with S&P 500 ETFs such as IVV or Nasdaq NDQ or Triple Q in the US. As you can see, ARK Genomics on the blue line, it has skyrocketed out of nowhere since COVID pandemic. But prior to that, the net asset value of ARK Genomics is not far off from S&P 500. And at the moment, it seems like it's converging to the mean. It's converging to Nasdaq 100 level for the past 5 years. And I think this is the problem with ARK investment. They always put up a bull case to justify their required return. They always we want 15% per year in 5-year time frame. 15% per year in 5 years, that's roughly doubling down of your investment in 5 years. Rule of 72. And that's why they can justify Tesla market capitalization will reach $2.7 trillion in 5 years, about 2026. I think this is sad because it will attract investors with false expectation of future return. And if you ask ARK Investment what is the earnings that would justify this doubling down every 5 years, and if you look at ARK Genomics, it's obvious that all of these companies are not profitable companies. They're still in the research and development phase, and some of them may fail, and some of them may committed fraud as well. And the other reason you should consider investing in the healthcare stocks is that it's very sensitive to regulations and also ethics, because it involves human health, human lives. And any kind of lawsuits or litigation, it could go really wrong for those companies. So if you own ARK Genomics, do not panic. This is just a brutal example of the free market system. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.